did want to share on the show. This may make you a little upset, but first 7 years of a starter. All right, first 7 years as a starter. This is Mahomes
I
and
already
Brady.
know what you're talking about.
Brady.
Don't even compare.
Just wait. Hear me out.
2018 football to 2001 football.
Just wait. Playoff wins: 14 for Brady, 17 for Mahomes.
Yeah, okay.
MVPs: Brady 1, Mahomes 2.
Yeah.
AFC titles: Brady 4, Mahomes 5. Super Bowls: 3 and 3. First team All-Pro: Brady 1, Mahomes 2. If Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, he has swept Tom Brady in those for the first 7 years as a starter. That doesn't mean he's going to have the same back half as his career. Yes, exactly.
Tom Brady had 3 separate Hall of Fame careers.
Exactly. He's going to have to do this 2 more times, but he's on good pace right now.
Oh, I'll be the first one to admit that I think what Mahomes is doing would put him very, very close.
1A, 1B, almost.
If he three-peats, I think he's the second best quarterback.
No doubt.
Right now behind Brady.
Yeah.
This is my argument with Brady and what I say. Brady did this with, I think, 3 different supporting casts of players.
Oh, he did it with 3 generations
He also
of players.
had different play
Not just
callers.
3 different supporting casts.
He had Bill O'Brien.
Yes.
He had Josh McDaniels. See, Mahomes has had Andy Reid this whole time. And
That's true.
So
he's also had Kelsey the whole time.
He's had Kelsey the whole time. He's had Chris Jones the whole time.
What happens
Look at
when
Brady.
those guys retire?
Brady had Mike Vrabel. Brady had Rodney Harrison, and then Mike Vrabel retired. Rodney Harris went away. Then you had Vince Wilfork. Then you had Patrick Chung, Devin McCourty, and then all of a sudden those guys went away. And then on offense, you had Randy Moss for a couple years, and they didn't even win the Super Bowl when Randy Moss was on the team. You had Devin Lloyd. You had some of these guys that he was winning Super Bowls with, and then all of a sudden they were gone. And you had to reload, and you had Wes Welker, then you had Julian Edelman. Yes, you had Gronk. So he was able to take these core groups. Yes, it's him and Belichick, but it was him and Belichick, a different offensive coordinator with different weapons, different running backs. Sony Michel, Kevin Falk, all these guys that it was able to just plug and play. When Mahomes can do that, I think that will show me, and I think to a lot of other people, that hey, he's legit.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's not, because I think a three-peat, you can't get lucky and do that.
No.
So what they're doing is unheard of, and there's a reason why it's never happened before.
Yes.
And if he does do it, which I probably think he will, it's only going to boost him up. But to me, there's just so many moments, and say if I'm a little biased or not, but the 28-3 Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
I in this day and age, I don't think he can pull that off. I really don't. I mean, that was yes, you had things happen in that game.
The catch,
and then the sack on them to get out of field goal range.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan deciding to pass the ball.
Yes, but there's just a lot of things that he's going to have to do to where it's recency biased, I think too.
Yeah,
it's easy, and everyone loves doing this. It's the same thing with MJ and LeBron. Everyone wants to have a new GOAT and a new best and a new this. They want something to talk about.
You need a king. There needs to be a king.
And right now he is. And I think kind of what Chris mentioned it to where Peyton Manning and Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers and some of these guys,
Mahomes
Ben
is
Roethlisberger,
killing the legacy of these guys.
All those guys who were playing while Tom Brady was playing, it's the same thing.
It's Mahomes like everybody who had to play with Tiger Woods. But I have a question though, Dawson. So I have a question, Dawson. If Mahomes, in the second half of his career, if this is the first half, repeats exactly what he's done to this point, now, is he the GOAT? Or is it still a 1A, 1B? Is it the argument of LeBron and Jordan?
It's going to be really hard to not say he isn't.
What if he does what Jordan does and repeats twice?
If he matches the Super Bowl titles of Tom has 7, the Patriots have 6, but if he goes and matches 7 to match Tom, you already put in the statistic numbers that he already is going to naturally have because of the way the NFL is now and because of the way it was back then when Tom, first started playing. On paper, it's going to be hard to not go, he's the best to ever do it. For Super Bowls, he won games. He has a three-peat if he ends up doing that. The yards, the touchdowns, the everything. But there's so much time, and I don't know why everyone's so fast to rush it too. Kind of you said, we're kind of lucky to go from watching a guy like Tom Brady to now watching a guy like this.
Yep.
Like, enjoy it. Don't just wait for it to get over so then we can go, oh, who's better? Like, just enjoy it.
Why not talk about who's better now?
Like,
let's stop wasting time, guys.
Like, just enjoy it. And I know they're getting a ton of shit and they're cheating and they get all the penalties and they have so many pass interferences and the teams they play don't and rough. And so I get all that and I understand that that's just what the narrative is always going to be. But enjoy it. Like, you're watching the people saying, oh, I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl. I'm not going to do this. You have a chance to watch something that will probably never happen again in a three-peat.
Yep.
In today's realm of just the way sport and the
NFL
NFL is set up.
Off.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Did I say I wasn't going to watch it when this game got over? Yeah, but everyone knows they're going to turn it on and watch it. I don't care what anyone says.
Yep. Well, speaking